Can you believe we're already at the end of another year? And guess what that means? New Year's resolution time. It's time to start thinking about next year and all the amazing things we want to accomplish. In this video, I'm gonna break down 3 must-know goal setting tips. Not only make sure you're setting the right goals for you and what you want to accomplish, but also make sure you achieve those goals and you make 2022 your best year yet. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end because I'm gonna break down how to create SMART goals or New Year's resolutions for 2022, and then 3 major tips as to how you're gonna make sure you achieve those goals and don't just let them slide by the end of January like a lot of other people. Of course, before we dive right in, if you're new here, my name's Michelle Roots, kinesiologist, personal trainer, fitness and fat loss motivation specialist, and this channel is all about helping you become the best version of yourself through fitness tips, fat loss tips, nutrition info, and full follow-along workouts. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified for new videos coming every single week. So before I give you the 3 must-know tips about how to achieve your goals, I'm gonna help you first set the right goals, set what we call SMART goals or New Year's resolutions for 2022. In my industry, it's a common joke that, oh, don't worry, they'll all be back in January. All the resolutioners are gonna jam-pack the gym and we'll see them for a month and then they'll be gone. It is a joke, but it's definitely very common, is a lot of people set these unrealistic, unattainable goals to start January 1st, and then they realize that it's really hard to do and they actually don't want to achieve it, or they realize a year is really long and they can't stick to it for as long as they can, so they fall off the wagon and fall right back into the old habits they were in the year prior. But that's not gonna happen to you, right? Because you're watching this video and I'm gonna give you all the tools to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, so how do we set a SMART goal? SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, realistic, and timely. So these are the basic guidelines you wanna use when you're setting a goal for yourself. No matter what it is, whether it's in business, whether it's in health, fitness, family, all kinds of things. Using this timeline will help you make sure you're actually setting the right goals and you will achieve them. So first off, the S in SMART stands for specific. So meaning you wanna make sure you're very specific with your goals. For example, I want to lose 10 pounds in the month of January. That's a great specific goal. I am going to work out and eat healthy, and by January 31st, I want to be down 10 pounds. And an example of a goal that isn't specific is saying something like, I want to lose weight in January. It's not exactly specific enough to motivate you to really push to hit that goal. The more specific it is, the more motivated you are gonna be to really achieve that goal. The M in SMART stands for measurable. So again, looking back at that weight loss analogy, I wanna lose 10 pounds in the month of January is measurable. If you lose your 10 pounds in January, you achieved your goal. Saying I want to lose weight in January isn't measurable because there isn't a specific goal there. So you don't actually know when you achieve that. I guess if you lose a pound, then you achieved your goal, but no one really strives to lose 1 pound. So making sure it's measurable. So it's something you can actually measure to know if you achieved your goal. Or if we're looking at workouts, so I want to start going to the gym in January versus I want to start going to the gym 3 times a week. In January, I'm gonna strength train twice a week and do cardio once a week. That is specific and it's measurable. So if you stick to that for the month of January, you've achieved your goal. Make sense? And the A in SMART stands for attainable or achievable. So exact same thing. Is it a goal that you know you will achieve? So losing weight in the month of January, as soon as the scale moves down 1 pound, did you achieve that goal? Or as soon as you go to the gym once in January, did you achieve that goal? I guess, but not necessarily a great goal. So it's achievable and attainable to know that for the month of January, for 4 weeks, I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times a week. If you hit that, that's achievable and attainable. Realistic. This is the most important one. As a personal trainer who has been doing this for 15 years, I've heard all kinds of crazy goals. And to be completely honest, it's great to shoot for the stars, but in the end, it's also very important to be realistic with your goals in order to stay motivated towards your goals and not feel like it's something that's super impossible to achieve. So what I mean by that, I'm gonna cut out sugar for the entire year of 2022. Is that realistic? Probably not. I'm going to decrease my sugar intake and try and only eat sugar once or twice a week. That's a bit more realistic and attainable because again, if you've watched any other videos on my channel, I'm all about healthy balance and making it a lifestyle, not a starvation diet or something that you have to do something insane like never eat sugar. Or another example of a goal that's not realistic is saying I'm gonna work out 7 days a week for the entire year of 2022. Again, is that realistic? What if you miss a day? Is that realistic? And to be honest, you don't need to work out 7 days a week to get amazing results. So you're almost setting yourself up for failure and a lack of motivation. If you miss one day, you're gonna be like, well, I blew my whole goal, so the whole year is written off. I might as well just go back to laying on the couch. As opposed to setting a realistic goal of, I am going to go to the gym 4 days a week at this time, these days per week for this long. And if you get in a 5th day or a 6th day or 7th day, that's an extra bonus. But if you commit to 4 days a week for the entire year, that's something that is realistic and most people could fit into their schedule. And last one, timely. So setting a timeline. Like I've been saying in these examples, by the end of January, I want to. By the end of next year, I want to. By February 15th, I want to be this weight. By February 15th, I want to this. So make sure there's an end date. And it doesn't have to be for the entire year. It could be for the first 6 weeks of the year, the first quarter, the first month, anything. But make sure there's an end date in order to keep you motivated and, have a finish line. So there you go. That's a very simple algorithm you can follow when you're sitting down to write your New Year's resolutions for 2022 and setting your goals for next year. If you have any questions, you want more help with setting your own goals to make sure you set yourself up for success, make sure to leave a comment or any questions below. I'm always happy to help you guys out and I'm always in my comments answering everybody's questions. Okay, let's move on to the 3 must-know goal setting tips to make sure your next year is the most successful and that all of these amazing goals and resolutions you set, you actually achieve them. Number 1, tell somebody. Find yourself a support team, whether it's a family member, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a best friend, whether it's a gym buddy, whoever it might be, or even on social media. A lot of people these days use social media to hold themselves accountable to their goal because they begin to get followers and people who are following their journey. And it also holds them accountable to post their workouts and post their healthy meals and post their progress pictures. So making sure that you have a support team. We can't do this alone. So tell somebody about your goals, whether it's a virtual friend through social media or someone you know in person, hiring an online fitness coach. I have many people who train with me online, doing online fitness coaching, online nutrition coaching, and they know that it's just someone to hold them accountable. So I'm creating personalized programs for them, but I'm also in their DMs, I'm in their messages, I'm checking that they're doing their workouts, I'm checking what they're eating every day, and I'm holding them accountable to the goals that they told me when they started working with me. And if you wanna know more about my online fitness and nutrition coaching, because you need me in your DMs every day, holding you accountable and checking in on you to make sure you become the best version of you next year, I'll leave a link in the description below and you can learn all about my packages and programs and how I can help you become the best version of yourself. Okay, tip number 2. Remember that a year is a very, very long time. So again, this brings us back to setting smart goals, most likely realistic goals. So something, for example, I'm gonna go to the gym 7 days a week. Can you realistically keep that up for 365 days out of the year? If you can, amazing. I can't. So don't set yourself up for failure. Remember that a year is a very long time. So you can break your bigger goal down into smaller goals throughout the year. For example, I want to lose 75 pounds. So having that number, 75 pounds in your head all the time, when you see the scale drop 2 pounds, you're not gonna be that happy about it because you're like, well, I still have 73 pounds to go, versus breaking that goal down into smaller goals and really celebrating each little accomplishment. So you could say by the first quarter of next year, I want to be down 15 pounds or 20 pounds. You set whatever goal you want for you. And then by the next quarter, I wanna be down this many pounds. You can break that weight loss down over the entire year and it will make it seem more achievable and more attainable. And then each time you hit that goal, celebrate it. Buy yourself some new workout gear. Do something to help reset your motivation and be like, all right, I'm doing this. On to the next goal. And another very, very common goal I hear is I'm gonna eat healthy every day for the next year. Every single day? Like, you're not gonna have one cheeseburger. You're not gonna have one piece of birthday cake on your birthday. Let's be honest. Again, I am a personal trainer, nutrition coach, and I still eat cake on my birthday. We're coming up to Christmas here and it's gonna go down. So let's turn that goal into something that's more specific, realistic, and that will last for the entire year. I am going to eat healthy 80% of the time. 80% of my week is gonna be healthy, and 80% of every day is going to be healthy in my macros, in my calorie deficit, healthy, clean, unprocessed foods. The other 20%, if they go out the window, it's not a big deal. That is something that's realistic, it's specific, and you can stick to it for a really long time because it's a healthy lifestyle change. And number 3, last but not least, and probably the very most important, make sure that these resolutions and goals that you are setting, you are doing it for you. You're not doing it because you feel obligated to set a resolution. You're not doing it because someone somewhere down the line told you you needed to lose weight. You're not doing it because you feel pressured by the outside world to lose weight. You want to make sure, in order to really achieve these goals, you have to be passionate about it and you have to remember your why. So it's gonna get hard. It's not gonna be easy. There's a reason that if you are setting goals for next year, if you didn't accomplish those goals this year, there's a reason for that, and it's because it's hard. It's gonna get hard at some point throughout the year. Guarantee. It's not gonna be a perfect ride. So if you remember that you're doing it for you and you remember your why and you're setting the goals for the right reasons, this will help motivate you throughout the year to stick to it and keep pushing and keep working to really achieve those goals. Here's something to think about. You're sitting watching this video right now. I'm filming this, it's December 20th, 2021. Where do you wanna be December 20th, 2022? You literally have the ability to create the life you want, to create the body you want, to create the health profile that you want within reason. But what are we gonna do to get there? So always remember that a year is a long time, but if you set yourself up for success right now by setting the right, realistic, smart goals for you, you could literally have a life-changing transformation from today, December 20th, 2021, or whenever you're watching this video, into December 20th, 2022. I know I have some big goals that I want to accomplish, and a lot of them have to do with this channel. So again, if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe because I'm gonna be coming at you with some fire next year to help you all become the best versions of yourselves. So those are my goal setting tips, you guys. I really hope this was helpful, and I hope it sets you up to write down some amazing New Year's resolutions for 2022 and really become the best version of yourself. Leave me some of your resolutions in the comments. I'll write one of mine down in the comments below. Would love to know what kind of things you're looking to achieve next year, and it'll also help me curate content for this channel specifically for you guys to make sure that I am doing what I can to help you achieve those goals. Thanks for watching, guys. This is my last video of 2021. I'm gonna take the next 2 weeks to really soak up some holiday memories with my kids and my family and really take some time to reflect so I can come at you first week of January with more content. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Happy New Year, and I will see you next year. We are going to crush some goals. If you're new to my channel and you don't know about the 4-week free follow along home workout plan and you're looking for some workouts to do for the next 2 weeks to keep you moving, because we're not gonna wait till January, right? We're gonna start now or keep it moving till now. Click the link in the description below for the free 4-week lifestyle change and home workout plan. It's all the workouts from my channel, all curated into a perfect 4-week strength and cardio fat loss conditioning plan. So you could start it January 1st, but you can also start it now. It's a free download. Check it out in the description below. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next year.